send a link. Hold up. How do I do that? How do I send a link? Just remind me. Time broadcast has started. Alright, hold up. It's all new to me, people. Yes. How'd you copy it? Sorry, mate.
I'm not 100% sure, mate. Because I did it a while ago.
Right. Did you have to copy it before you started broadcasting? Right.
The current drivers' standings are Robbie Cos in first place with 50 points, Zach in second place with 47, third is Niall with 33 points, Giovi just behind him with 32 points in fourth, Joel in fifth with 21 points, sixth is DeWood with 18 points, tied with Q-Tip for seventh with 18 points. Banksy is in eighth with 15 points. Kieran, or Joto, is in 9th with 14 points. Pezza is in 10th with 12 points. DS Joe is in 11th with 11 points. Kevin is in 12th with 8 points. Behind Kevin is Rovan with 8 points. Bossman has 6 points in 13th place, or 14th place, sorry. Moose has 2 points in 16th place, and Bills has 1 point in 17th, and then the rest of the drivers all have 0 points. The current Constructors' Championship standings are: Haas is in the lead with 82 points, followed by McLaren in second place with 80 points. Racing Point have 33 points, tied with Renault for third and fourth. Williams has 26 points in fifth. Red Bull has 22 points in sixth. Ferrari has 11 in 12th. In 7th. Toro Rosso, they have 6 points in 8th. Alfa Romeo, they are 9th with 2 points, and Mercedes is last place with 1 measly point. So, qualifying 1 has now started. Is it live on the YouTube end?
It is indeed.
Okay, it's live on the YouTube end. So, if you don't know me by already, if you haven't been watching the Twitch streams, I am Josh, also known as Titanese. This is Joshy Smith, my co-commentator for the rest of the season.
Hello, people.
We are going to be commentating over the CRH Racing League on the Formula 1 2019 game. As we all know, Formula 1 has been cancelled for the inevitable future because of the coronavirus. So we decided we'd start streaming the league out to people so that they could come and watch something on a Sunday and a Thursday.
And we have
to keep
AJ
themselves entertained
Wuhan
whilst we're missing the Formula 1 season. So we have a new driver following with us today. DS Joe was the rookie, but now it is AJ Wuhan, who is first out on the grid. in the 92 Williams.
And then DS Joe was second out.
So we shall watch AJ Wuhan go around his outlap, see if anything happens on the outlap.
I will keep my eyes on DS Joe.
Yep.
Obviously, him
So now
being
it's kind of a
second
good
out.
thing that the fact that we have two perspectives, so we may be able to catch any crashes that I miss on the Twitch end, or I may be able to catch any crashes that Joshy misses on the YouTube end. And there is a yellow flag in Sector 2. I believe a driver may have hit the wall. Not certain if you could check that out, Joshy.
Yeah, I shall check that out for you. No one's gone off track. I think someone might have just slowed down to let
It
someone
was
through.
in Castle section.
Cool.
Yeah, it must have just slowed down, I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think it was
So
just...
AJ Wuhan pushing it very hard on the outlap here, trying to get it up to speed on this straight before the start-finish line. Hitting the peak of 187 miles per hour before braking all the way down to around 60 going into the first corner. Yellow flags in Sector 1 at the end of the first straight. In Sector 1, I believe the driver may have gone wide into turn 2. Respectable time. Now a lot of the drivers are starting to come out and starting to
DS Joe's gone purple
start
in
their lap
first
times,
sector.
and AJ Wuhan nearly messing up his lap there by hitting the wall. Fortunately, he did brake in time to be able to stop himself from hitting the wall.
DS Joe went purple in the first sector.
In case you couldn't hear that, guys, DS Joe went purple in the first sector.
Can anyone hear me alright, or...
Hopefully they can hear you okay. But AJ Wuhan sits at 129 in the second sector. So I'm going to quickly change to majority of the party audio so that we can hear you better. As AJ Wuhan is going to come across the line and set a 152, and DS Joe
He's coming
will
across
come
the line now
after
to
him
set
with
a 149.4.
Very respectable time from DS Joe there.
Very
Joe
respectable.
beats him by a second with a 148.179. Very fast time from Kieran there. And DeWood goes even faster by another second, 147.694. The drivers are going very fast here in the 92 Williams. I believe there's yellow flags in Sector 1, but they will possibly be waived.
Yeah, no, there's someone waiting on the track to let a car through.
Yeah, so we are going to watch.
I'm on board now with Joel.
I'm going to watch Robbie Cause as he's crossing the line. Set a 147.875, going second fastest here. I'll watch Tens Kevin now. Tens Kevin's coming around onto the straight. Yellow flags in Sector 2. Tens Kevin crosses the line with a 150.369, going fifth fastest, just in front of Nathan JB.
I'm on board with RD Wee. He's coming down the last sector now.
I'm also on board with RDW. I'm going to jump on board with Niall. Now just behind RDW.
Coming up to the start line now. Sets a time of 151.8. Puts him in.
Annihilator across the line, setting a 148.6404.
Not a bad lap.
Flags in sector 1 and 3, now only in 1. So the next driver who will be crossing the line, I believe, is Charlie in Japan. Race control DS Joe disqualified from the session for blocking the pit lane. Bills 92, DS 5 place grid penalty for collision with DS Joe. The DS Joe has been disqualified from the session and will start at the back of the grid. And Bills 92 receives a 5 place grid penalty for colliding with Joe in the pit lane. Very unfortunate on both of their ends. But surely they will take that up to the admins and see if we can get that resolved. The Bills 92 now on his outlap. I believe he does have some form of wing damage. He's missing an M plate on the right hand side of his car. So Bossman W11 coming into Castle section, and RD Wee pulls off the circuit into the runoff area. I believe he may have run out of fuel. Yeah, I believe RD Wee is running out of fuel on the Castle section. Not a good place to run out of fuel, considering that it will be stopping other drivers
from setting their
RD Wee with a 5 place grid penalty for collision with Giovi.
Oh dear.
He's crawling up the
Castle section. Yep.
At 5 miles an hour. This is not going to be good for the other drivers who are going to be coming through the Castle section. As once they come through the Castle section, he was on the blind.
RD Wee is disqualified.
Qualified from the session for parking in a dangerous location. Now we've had 2 drivers being disqualified from the session and 1 driver retire. So now all of the drivers, I believe, are safe. No matter if they set a lap time or not. But Rovan B will come down the straight. I believe he's going to go into the pits. No, he's not. He's just moved along to the left-hand side and set the time of a 1:52.683. All of these times are respectable times.
Nathan's coming down the last sector now.
Nathan JB.
Oh, he looks like he's running out of fuel as well.
Yep, he may have run out of fuel. So I'm going to sit here and watch Q-Tip as he's coming through the final sector on his outlap. So we will sit and watch Q-Tip's full lap time.
Joel has set a purple first sector. Looks like he's on a quick lap right now.
RD Wee saying that his game glitched and the car wouldn't move.
Joel's just set. No, Joel's just set another purple sector.
Q-Tip has
sector
gone
2.
wide in at turn.
Joel's moved up to 5th with a 1:49.3.
We are having some debate over RD Wee's punishment, as he says you can run out of fuel but you will still be able to move the car, which when you're going uphill like you are in the Castle section, I don't believe that is possible, as the car will just roll back.
Rovan's just coming across.
But I do believe Q-Tip may have abandoned his lap time because of this. And I later, Zach out. Yep, Zach is out, Niall. That's very unfortunate for your teammate there. But I believe, Niall, he may be safe, as it is lap as he is in position 15, so he may be safe to the next round. We will see. But all of the drivers, indeed above Zach, are safe, so they don't really need to set any lap times unless they have not practiced. Terminal damage is out. Okay, I didn't see that, so that's very unfortunate. Starting 15th on the grid at the start of the race. So we're going to watch Charlie and Japan here in Sector 1, setting a lap time of 38.376 in the first sector. Crash castle section like a plonk. There's Niall. Going around this corner very nicely.
Joel is coming back into the pits.
Joel is going into the pits. Goes through the castle section, does not do it. Leclerc and DeWood is retired from the session. The current driver who is the fastest in Q1
is DeWood with a 1:47.6.
Charlie in Japan going very nicely in these corners. Not going too close to the walls as this is a street circuit and there's a very small margin for error here. Charlie in Japan coming around the final corner here on the lap. Do you believe this is going to be a quick lap time from Charlie in Japan? Maybe not the fastest in the session, but will be a quick lap time. That's a lap time of a 1:49.717, getting up to 7th place. Very nice from Charlie in Japan there,
nice,
but we'll now need to save fuel in order to not do an RD wee and get disqualified from the session. So I believe Kieran is coming out for another lap here.
AJ Wuhan has just come into the pits.
Bills 92 is on a lap time.
I'll
coming
keep my eye
up
on
the
him.
final straight there. So I'll keep my eye on Kieran as he is on his outlap.
Bill set a time of a 1:50.7, puts him in 11th place. So he's safe at the moment.
So just as a reminder here guys, 7 races out of the 21 will be raced in the older cars, the classic cars. So we have raced, how many times is it now? Is this the 3rd race with the classic cars? Because this is round 4.
Yeah. This is the
this
third race
is
of
the
classic
third
cars now.
This is the 3rd round of the classic cars, so we have 4 more classic cars to go after this. I will try and find the message of when the classic cars will be raced. I know that one is in Britain.
I think one's in Spain.
Well, we've got Spain next, I think.
I know one's in Spain, one's in Britain, Abu Dhabi. I'm not too sure where the other one is. Bills is coming around the last few corners now. Oh, he's slowed down. I think he's going to go on to another lap.
I unfortunately cannot find the message stating what races we will be racing the older cars. So Kieran coming into sector 2 here, going into the castle sector, following behind Nathan JB, who is on an outlap. So may want to advise to let him past as he does so.
AJ Wuhan's out on an outlap.
Yellow flags in sector 3 as Charlie in Japan retires from the session. I'm going to check race director here to see if it was from terminal damage. So
It doesn't say.
it doesn't say
No, it doesn't say anything about Charlie.
exceeded track limits and valid lap time from RDW in lap 1. DS Joe blocking the pit lane disqualified.
Yep.
Collision with DS Joe for Bills is a 5-place grid penalty. Terminal damage for Zach means he does not finish. Collision with Giovi means a grid penalty for RDW. Parked in a dangerous location is a disqualification for RDW. So he will be starting 5 places, well, at the back of the grid. Possibly behind or just in front of DS Joe. Speeding in the pit lane, a warning for Joel, and cross the pit lane exit white line is a warning for Rovan B. So, there's nothing being said about Charlie in Japan and why he retired. Rovan B retired from the session, but I believe he Rovan B's slow time in qualifying 1. I have to say it has been a rather entertaining qualifying session, considering the fact that 2 drivers have been disqualified, 1 cannot finish because of terminal damage. So Zach 141 is guaranteed 14th position here. Q-Tip, the slowest so far in the session, with a 2 minutes and 7.770, and the fastest so far in the session is DeWood with a 147.694. Kieran is currently crossing the sector lap time with a 120.6950, going 6/10 faster, nearly 7/10
on his way.
faster than his last lap.
Bossman goes up to P5 with a 148.9.
And Kieran is the next to cross the line here. So hopefully Kieran will be able to set a decent lap time here, as he is going 6/10 faster. Crosses the line to set a lap time of a 147.405, goes fastest so far in the session. The next one is AJ Wuhan. Crosses the line to set a lap time of a 149.650, going 8th fastest. And then there is Q-Tip.
He's going really slowly. I think he's run out of fuel.
I don't think he's run out of fuel. I think there may be an issue. Q-Tip are complaining about the car. He put top speed set up on 1-1 aero. He's crazy.
That's Q-Tip.
So Q-Tip is now... Personally, I believe Q-Tip has fucked himself for the race. As if he has set himself in a 1-1 setup, he will not be able to change that, unfortunately. So
no, he won't.
That is it for Q1 session. All of the drivers have completed their lap times.
I must say, that was very entertaining, that.
The first... Sorry for yawning, guys. The fastest in the session is Kieran with a 147.404. Very, very fast lap time in a classic car. The next driver is DeWood with a 47.694. More of Kieran, please, says Niall. Yep.
I have a question for you. Have you actually seen anyone set a lap time in the normal F1 cars like that?
Not in this circuit. I mean, well, not that I can remember was a fast time. I mean, I have watched, obviously, people race here at Baku, but I can't remember a specific lap time that was the fastest. So, unfortunately not. But I mean, once we get to Austria, the fastest I've seen a driver go in Austria, it was around about a 110, I think, was the fastest I've seen someone go. And thank you to Rovan B, is raiding with a party of 2 raiders, so thank you.
Oh wow, thank you.
The usual time in F1 2019 is a 138.8-ish.
Right.
So, with that said, they're only going around about 10 seconds slower.
Yeah.
For the fact that they are around about 20 years older than the cars.
Yeah.
that we are racing into this, so yeah. Well, big shout out to Roving B for raiding with 2 raiders. Thank you for that.
Oh, Annihilator said the usual time in F1 cars 2019 is a 138.8.
138.8. So Joel is the first driver here out in Q2. I mean, as we know, it doesn't really matter right now as there is no tyres for the drivers to change to other than wets from the Optimum tyre. So really it doesn't matter how hard the push, they will have to just change to a second set of Optimum tyres. So Joel is the first driver out on an out lap.
Robbie Coswell, I think, was the second on his out.
Robbie Coswell too.
I shall keep my eye on him.
Is the third driver, sorry.
Oh, is he the third? Right, okay.
Yeah, he's the third. The second driver is AJ Wuhan.
Right, I will keep my eye on AJ.
So, the first driver out is Joel, the second driver out is AJ Wuhan, the rookie. And I mean, to be fair, the rookie isn't doing too bad.
No, he's not. He's not. He's actually really surprised me, to be honest. Because usually the rookies that come in, they usually
The rookies come in, they
run
come in
towards
cocky.
the back.
Yeah, like, I mean, when I was a rookie, I was thinking like, oh, you know, it's only F1, no one's going to be that good, you know what I mean? So I came in all cocky, like, oh yeah, I'm going to win
And
the
then when you
race.
see
First
the lap
race,
times, you're like, oh shit.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like the first race I did come third, so that was a plus, but I mean, obviously I didn't win and I've never won yet, so, you know,
well, there's only time.
It's just, yeah, well, I mean, that's if I get back into the race, and I mean, we shall see. It may be in the future of my career that I come back and race for these guys, I may not. So Robbie Cos is the third driver. The fourth driver to start their lap will be, I want to say it, Kieran or Jodo. So AJ Wuhan pushing the limits here, going as close to the walls as he can, setting a 39.219 in the first sector is Joe.
Oh, AJ Wuhan's just set the purple sector.
Purple sector in sector 1 was AJ Wuhan. What I mean with no DS Joe in the Q2, the drivers are going to be punching at each other. So we will see. All of the drivers are now currently on their lap times other than Bill's 92. And I believe Joel has abandoned his lap time as he did let Bill's 92 go past.
AJ Wuhan did clip the wall on the last second to last corner. And he set a purple sector though.
So now Joel crosses the line to set a 152.932.
AJ Wuhan could go faster. Sets a 150.4.
150, then Robbie Cos with a 148.006, almost flat. What a lap time. Roving B has said follow him, so I will find Roving B. Where are you? Where is Roving B? Roving B is not in this session. Oh, Charlie in Japan. if the next short tire crosses the line on 49.600, going 8th fastest. Boxman is now on his outlap, so the next driver to cross the line will be 10th Kevin, as he crosses the line and sets a 2 minutes 05.147. Not the fastest of times, but I mean, he may have damage. He does not have damage. I don't know why he's gone that slow, then maybe he just had a bad lap.
I'm on board with
So,
Bills.
Bills 92 will be the next driver to cross the line, followed by Bossman, I do believe.
Bossman's on his outlap.
Who will be starting his first timed lap of the Grand Prix.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yep, and RDW123 has left the session. So Bills goes 4th fastest with a 148.388. Kieran the fastest so far with a 147.694.
Bossman's just started his lap.
Yep, we'll go and watch him. So most of the drivers will be returning to the pits to change their tyres and possibly refuel. Robbie Cos 02 has retired from the session.
He might be saving his tyres for the race.
Yeah, but he might not make it into Q3.
Yeah, possibly.
As he is on 10th. If Bossman goes higher than 10th here, Robbie Cos will be out of the session.
So who do you reckon is going to get pole?
I don't really know, to be fair. It's quite a hard choice to make this early, but I mean, I think it could be between Kieran, DeWood and Niall. As Bossman does clip the wall in Castle section.
He does, yes.
Who do you believe is going to get pulled on, Joshy?
It's going to be a split between Joel and DeWood. If I'm honest. DeWood is a very, very, very quick driver. I've raced against him numerous times, and he's left me pretty much on the start line. But it's going to be a tussle up between them two, I think.
I am going to check race director once I see Bossman W11 cross the line here, just to see if there is any incident. So Bossman's at the time going 7th place with a 148.977, pushing Robbie Cos into 10th place. So, do we have any incidents? The Annihilator exceeding track limits, corner cutting from Kieran, Robbie Cos 02, DNF for terminal damage, Giovi in 3rd on his 3rd lap, exceeding track limits, invalidate lap time, and Bossman spins on his lap in, destroying that front wing.
Oh wow. Yeah, his right wing end plate is off. Kevin's coming down the start straight. Oh no, he's turned off to go into the pits.
Bossman has retired from the session.
And I believe that was on track as well.
Yep.
It could be a penalty.
Okay. Alright.
Bills has come back into the pits.
There is some discussions going on in the chat for our drivers.
And AJ Wuhan's just about to start his lap.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly jump off of the mic because I need to go and check something. So I will be back in around about 2 minutes.
Okay, mate.
So be back soon.
Okay. And Joel has come back out on to start his out lap, as well as 10th Kevin. I'm going to stay on board with AJ Wuhan. And as he comes up through the castle section, can he keep it clean? Yes, he does. Makes the turning very well. Does AJ Wuhan move up into the top 10? No, he doesn't. So he's in the drop zone. And we're on board with Joel. Oh, he gets a bit touchy with the wall there. Nice and clean through the castle section. And Bills was retired from the session. I believe that was in the pit lane as well. So we see Joel coming down the start finish straight. Does he make it into the top 10? No, he doesn't. We have Kevin coming down the start straight. Ooh, he does improve his time, but not much. He doesn't move into the top 10. That's 11th place for the 149.6. And we're on board with Charlie in Japan. Coming out of the last chicane. And he's coming into the pits. I think he's done enough. Now we're on board with Jovi. Well, 10th Kevin has just set his purple second sector. Is he going to move up into the top 10? Oh no! Oh, that is so unfortunate. 10th Kevin has hit the wall in sector 3 and taken his wheel off. That is so unfortunate. And I believe that is it. So, Charlie in Japan has been knocked out. 10th Kevin's been knocked out, and AJ Wuhan, the new rookie driver, has been also knocked out in 13th place. So we have Giotto P1, Daywood P2, Bills P3, Q-Tip P4, Joel P5, the Annihilator P6, Nathan P7, Jovi P8, Robbie Cost P9, and Bossman in P10. Those are your top 10 drivers that will fight for pole position in Q3. As we just wait for the drivers to come round to the pit lane. So again in the drop zone. Oh, okay. So it's top 8 drivers. So we have Robbie Koss, Bossman, Charlie in Japan, 10th Kevin, and the rookie driver AJ Wuhan now out of Q3. Giotto in P1, Daywood in P2, Bills in P3, Q-Tip P4, Joel P5, Annihilator P6, Nathan P7, and Jovi P8, all fighting for pole position in Q3. Oh, and this could get interesting. It is raining in Q3. It sounds like we have activity coming out. Who will be the first out on track? And we have Jovi out on track first. Bearing in mind, because obviously they had to change the tyres to wet tyres or intermediates, the track is going to be very, very slippy for these cars, being classic cars. Or is it a 92 Williams? I believe all the cars will come out on track first for the first 5 minutes. As we go on board with Giovi.
I'm back. Sorry I took so long.
No, that's right, mate. I'm trying my best to keep up. Keep all our viewers
raining.
up to... I know. I was just explaining, obviously, being on the wet tyres, it's going to be very, very tricky because the cars are just going to want to slide out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be good up the here where Giovi is at the minute.
Nah.
At the castle section, not going to be very good up there, but I mean...
I think the lap times are going to be hitting the late 150s to the
yeah,
early
late
2 minutes.
150s to early 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Jovi's clipped the wall.
He doesn't appear to have any damage.
No, he doesn't. We did have a yellow flag in Sector 2, but I think that was to let another driver through.
Yep. Now I'll turn on the telemetry and the lap data because I forgot to when I came straight back.
Jovi's just about to cross the line to start his flying lap. They do sound nice, these cars, though. I must admit.
Oh yeah. I mean, all the cars are sounding nice, but these are the older cars sound a lot better than the ones right now.
Yeah. It just brings you back to your childhood, the ones that you used to know and listen to and watch.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Nigel Mansell won his championship in one of these cars, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe it may have been his second.
Was it his second season?
I don't know. May have been his second, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just busy eating because I need a snack.
That's fine, mate. That's fine.
But as I was going to explain before, I was munching on my cookie. As you can see, there's a big difference in the wet to the dry.
Yeah.
As in the first sector, GOV went fastest with a 45 second, whereas usually the drivers will be hitting around 37, sorry.
Yeah.
So there's quite a big difference. Around about 8 seconds.
Very much
possibly
so.
10.
I do apologise for all the noise in the background.
It's alright. The more the merrier, put it that way. So let's hope, to be honest, I hope the race at Baku is not going to be wet.
Because it's going to be interesting.
It will be interesting, but it may be a bit underestimating. Because the drivers will be going a lot slower.
Yeah.
We do want them to go fast, but obviously if they go too fast, the will just slide off the track and, crash.
Yeah.
And
Joel's beat Jovi's time.
Personally, it would just be a bit of in my opinion, a boring race for a wet race.
Yeah, but well, we can only wait and see. Joel is on pole position at the moment with a 2 minutes 6.1.
Yep, I mean, I think the fastest we will see a driver go here, that is humanly possible.
Yeah.
I would say would be around about the early 205s, maybe the late 204s.
Yeah.
But we shall see. I mean, DeWood may pull something out of the bag that we will not expect. You never know.
I am on board with him now.
I will follow Nathan JB as he is coming up to
Bills has just set a 2 minutes 6.1. They've gone pole at the moment.
DeWood, as Nathan JB goes 6th with a 2 minutes 9 or 12. So we shall watch. I will watch Kieran as he is on his outlap.
I shall keep my eye on DeWood.
Yep.
He's not setting any purple sectors at the moment.
In sector 2.
Oh, there's a car spawn. There's a car spawn.
At the castle section, baby.
Just before, and that was Q-Tip. He's taking his front wing off.
That is very unfortunate for Q-Tip.
Yeah, very is.
Kieran go very, very nicely through castle section in the wet.
DeWood has made it through with no front wing damage at all.
Very good, very good. The Wood will be the driver that is coming up to the line now if you watch the mini-map, I believe.
Yep.
I believe he's gone in the pits.
Giovi has gone into the pits, yeah.
Giovi has gone into the pits. And I believe there must be some discord in the chat.
The Annihilator's gone at 2 minute 5.2. Bills has retired from the session. The Wood has come straight back into the pits.
Kieran has retired from the session as he binned it in the wall.
Oh no.
Very unfortunate. So Kieran will be starting in 8th place. Very unfortunate, but we will watch Joel come around.
That is a good lap time by Annihilator. A 105.213. Joel is on a sorry for the stuttering. He's on his lap now. Ooh, nearly spun.
And I believe I have some breaking news that RDW may not be racing in the CRH Racing League anymore.
Any idea why, or?
As due to little commitment to racing.
Oh, Joel has just spun and taken his wing off.
Joel has taken his wing off, but luckily he has not taken a wheel off, which is very lucky.
Yeah.
We'd much rather see a driver take off the wing of the car than take off a wheel, as we do want them to try and be as fast as possible. The Annihilator with a 205.213 is the current fastest drivers.
I did witness Kevin take his wheel off on a fast lap.
Yeah.
But unfortunately he didn't make it into Q3.
Now Joel will just limp his car back.
Oh,
and he's taking his wheel off.
That's
very unfortunate.
Oh, that's so
the wheel
unlucky.
now just rolls down the straight. Hopefully no one collides with the wheel, as it could cause them some damage.
And we have
That is
Q-Tip,
very
Giovi,
unfortunate.
Out on the route laps.
I'm going to follow Giovi around his lap.
I will go on Q-Tip.
That is a very unfortunate accident for Joel.
It's very hard to navigate the car around the corners when you've got no front wing.
So the reason why we do only have 8 drivers here, ladies and gentlemen, is because the drivers in 9th and 10th sorry, did not finish a lap time.
No.
So that means the next 2 drivers above will be eliminated from that. So because of that, since we had 4 drivers eliminated, we now only have 8 in the session. But now, because of some retirements and some crashes, we now only have 5 left.
Yeah.
But most of the drivers are currently out on their outlaps, as Giovi starts his 2nd lap in the wet. Can he improve and go faster than a 205.213? We shall see by the end of this 1 minute 10 remaining. So based on the people left, Joshy, who do you think will go pole? Or do you think it will stay the same?
I would think it would be Annihilator on pole, to be honest.
Well, the Annihilator has gone in the pits, so I believe he is confident enough to say he thinks he has gotten pole if he has gone into the pits.
In all fairness, it might be a surprise. We don't know. They could pull it back.
We could see a surprise. We may not.
Yeah.
Who knows at this point?
We shall see. We shall see.
As I am random person 1 asks me what flavour is my vape, so I should be commentating over the F1, but I will tell you. Currently I am smoking on gummy bears, but I have 2 other flavours. I have blue slush and cola slush. The
that
only
sound
3
nice.
flavours I have left from before quarantine. And Niall, no, it is not burger flavour. Do not bring up the past, you dirty, rotten man.
He does make me laugh, does Niall.
I'm not going to mention the inside joke about Niall, as we will not be able to get affiliated if I do. But, hey, we shall see what happens in the race. Maybe Niall gets the commentator's curse and crashes on the first lap. Who knows?
Who knows?
We shall see. There is no secret voodoo magic going on behind me that hopes he does, but, you know, we shall see. As Giovi goes 4th fastest with a 2:06.661. We'll now follow Q-Tip, I believe, is the next driver who will cross the finish line.
He's just coming past the chicane section now. Just about to
Niall has put in the chat, grazie, grazie, do not curse me, you twazcock.
Q-Tip goes P2 with a 105.3.
He goes second with a 205.1.394. Who is the next driver? Close. The next driver is DeWood. DeWood will be the next driver to cross the finish line. This is the only lap time DeWood has set. Could we see DeWood go faster than a 205.213? And he does, he goes to 204.509.
Beautiful.
He does, as Niall gets beaten off of pole.
Oh dear.
By just over 7/10 of a second.
I think Niall's going to regret not going out.
Niall is going to regret mentioning burger flavour to me, is I believe what it will be. As Nathan JB goes 7th fastest, not improving upon his time.
And Niall has put in the chat, my pole, no.
And he has also put in the chat, burger nip nips.
So we have Daywood on pole position, Annihilator on just alongside him, Q-Tip on row 2 with Bills, Joel on row 3 with Jovi, Nathan on row 4 with Giotto, who hasn't set a time.
Yeah, as Kieran did crash out on his outlap. So we will be having a 5-minute comfort break for both us, the commentators, and for the drivers, so that these drivers can strategize on what they want to do for the race and be able to, you know, use the facilities that they need to use, like go to the toilet, maybe grab a beer, who knows, because some of these drivers do drive drunk, which is not safe. Please do not do it. We are driving virtually on a game, so please do not drive drunk in the future. But also, as a reminder, during this coronavirus, please make sure you guys stay inside. If necessary, go outside to go shopping to get essentials, but please do not go outside to go and have a kickabout with your mates or anything like that. Please stay inside, as we do not want to spread this coronavirus. It is a very dangerous thing. It has started to kill unfortunate, healthy people.
Thousands of people.
Which is very unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
it is.
It is what it is. We are in lockdown, which is very unfortunate, but it is what needs to be done for this country to be able to survive the coronavirus, because if we just left it, we would all possibly go away.
Yep.
So that is not what we want. We want everyone to come back to our streams and follow our streams and watch our streams, as we are trying to provide you some entertainment during the lockdown to keep you indoors and to make sure that you stay safe during this coronavirus. So please remember to wash your hands for 20 seconds, stay at least 2 meters apart from everyone that you do encounter outside of your own home, and make sure to wash any products you may have bought. For example, a beer crate, and I believe someone has readied up to start the session before Niall. It was Nathan JB, I believe.
Yep. Niall has readied up as well.
Niall has readied up, but I believe Nathan JB readied up early. We may have a restart. possibly. But,
Yep.
for example, if you buy a crate of beer, please make sure to wash each individual beer bottle individually to be safe. Yep,
And we
Niall
are
has
having
left
a
the session.
restart.
We are going to have a restart, which is very unfortunate, as most of the drivers do not wish to have a restart. And there is absolute chaos on the opening lap due to the restart. So, that is not fun. Restart, Nathan, ready up.
Everyone's starting to leave the session
So, we are
now.
going to quit to main menu, as we do not need to watch this outlap, as it is invalid.
It is indeed.
Which is very unfortunate. So we're possibly going to even have a longer 5 minutes.
I believe
break.
it's up to 7 minutes now, I think.
Possibly around 10.
Yeah,
Who
possibly.
knows?
Yeah. But please, people, just stay at home, stay safe, and look after
Do as you're told
yourselves.
by the government.
Yes.
Also, if you do have any children who are watching this stream, do not send your child out in public unless absolutely necessary.
Yep.
Also, if you do have any elderly people, if you are going to take care of those people, make sure you wear a mask and gloves if you do go out to do duties for that person, as they are more vulnerable than yourself, and they will be able to pick up the coronavirus a lot easier. So P-Boss Mex has joined the chat in Discord and says, guys, I was late. So that is unfortunate, but you may be able to join as we have restarted the session.
You might restart from the back.
As someone has readied up early, so you may be able to receive an invite and get in for the race and start.
And here we go.
See, who knows? I've unfortunately not received an invite just yet, I do believe.
I have.
Into the commentator's booth, I shall go with Joshy Smith, as we do not wish to participate in this session, as we are both...
Wouldn't that be funny, though, if we actually just started it without Niall noticing?
No, Niall would notice, as there would be 20 drivers on the grid, and we started with only 17. So.
Well, yeah, okay, fair enough then. So, do you reckon it's a bit too early to predict who's going to win, or?
I mean, we are only in the lobby as we have restarted, so I would say leave it until later.
Yep.
To possibly predict, but I mean, if you want to make your prediction for the YouTube side and both the Twitch side, you go ahead and do that. But I will be.
I'm not gonna say anything until at least we're about halfway through and the pit stops have been done.
Yeah.
Because then we'll know who's got what and what penalties and so on and so forth.
So Nathan will be at the back of the grid for the restart due to the readying up.
I don't think he'll be happy, but
I mean, it is a punishment for.
Yeah. And Joel's readied up in the actual lobby by the looks of it.
That is okay. He can ready up. Obviously,
right, okay.
The main one we need to look out for is Niall. Obviously, if there's multiple drivers readying up, they will be punished.
Yeah.
But other than that, who knows?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna nip off for a minute to go to the toilet.
Yep,
I shall be back
you
in a
use the
second.
facilities all you need to, my
Okay.
friend.
I'll be
I will
back in a
cover
minute,
for
mate.
you. No problem.
Alright, thank you very much.
So we have all 16 drivers in the... Sorry, all 14 drivers in the session so far. So we may have more joining us, we may have less. Who knows? But we are currently on 14, which is a good turnout for all the guys. It is a very good turnout. We have had some drivers, unfortunately, had to leave the league, and unfortunately have to stop racing with us, but we have had some new drivers to cover for those guys. So I believe we have Bossman has just joined the session, so Bossman is now in this session with the rest of the drivers. Me and Joshy are in the spectators booth, in the commentators booth, should I say, sorry. We have Tense Kevin, Zach141, Rovan B, Bills92, Joel8787, Hall Joel 5243, Robbie Cos 02, Q-Tip 1999, GOV 1701, DeWood 7861, Bossman W11, Charlie in Japan, myself and Joshy Smith, The Annihilator, DS Joe, Nathan JB _17, and AJ Wuhan are currently all in the session. We have two drivers who are readied up, which is Bossma, which is DeWood, and Joel, but we are looking out for our drivers. We are looking out for the main leader, who is the Annihilator, who is currently setting up the custom grid. Dr. C 1797 asks, why is Nathan starting at the back of the grid? Because he accidentally pressed X. Well, it is in the rules. We did state that no one should ready up before the 5-minute period, as the drivers do need to strategize and be able to use the facilities and stuff. So if a driver readies up early, it is unfair on all the other drivers. So because of this, they will be punished by putting at the back of the grid and receiving, I believe, a possible penalty point on their license. But if we are to protest this, then obviously we'd have to take it to the admins and stuff. So it is just easier to do this, take it on the chin, and make sure you don't do it another time. But if you do want to take this up with the admins, take it up with the admins. They may be able to sort something out. But as of right now, you will be starting from the back of the grid, and you will possibly receive a penalty point. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not 100% up to date with the rules. But you will be starting from the back of the grid, unfortunately. But that is that, really.
Okay, I have returned.
We are having a hashtag justice for Nathan JB _17 in the chat of the Discord side.
Oh dear.
As everyone has decided that Nathan JB has done nothing wrong, but I mean, it is unfair on all the other drivers.
Yeah.
Surely there should be a one-off before any penalties.
There should be at least a warning before the penalties are applied. If it happened again, then yes, I would understand, but there should be at least one warning.
But I believe for this race, it was made clear to everyone.
Right, okay.
It was made clear to everyone that they must not ready up before the start of the session, because Annihilator put, I run this league, he read and confirmed he read the rules. So that is that at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If he has confirmed he has read the rules, then there is no argument about it, that he will be punished for what he has done.
The boss has spoken.
Rule states drivers readying up early puts you at the back.
Yep.
So there we go. We just need DS Joe to select a car. And then once DS Joe has selected a car, we can go.
Yeah.
DRC 1797 says, not sure it was on purpose, Niall. Simple slip of the finger is easily done. JPB07 says 3-place grid penalty at most. United says still he knew the rules. Consistency is a must.
That's a fair point.
So, and Niall has readied up. So now
looks like we're all ready to go.
It should be readying up soon, as we do not want to sit here any longer. We do want to start commentating over the race, as we have been here for around about 10-15 minutes now. So it is in the rules, unfortunately, so he should know. Either ban him from the race or leave it at that.
Well, you will be pleased to know we have got 2 people watching on YouTube at this moment in time. I know it's early and it's new, but We have 2 people
And
watching.
random person 1, all or nothing. So really, that is correct. It is either ban him from the race or put him at the back of the grid, which is fair, really. Because he did ready up early, it is his fault at the end of the day. I understand he confirmed that's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
It's like if you were to it's like if you were to agree to a leasing loan, you know what I mean? Like if you were to agree to something.
Yeah.
Like if you break those rules, you will be removed from the race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you will be removed from that. So
Yeah.
either way, I would also quickly like to say, good luck to all of the guys who are racing. Obviously, no matter where you have started on the grid. So hopefully, these guys will be racing with the utmost respect for each other, and no one purposely takes anyone out.
Yep.
And we do see some good quality racing now. So
I'm actually quite looking forward to this, actually, to be honest.
Me too. Me too.
Good luck to all the drivers. Have a nice race. And they're all readying up now, I believe.
I believe we will be starting soon, as the Annihilator and AJ Wuhan, also DS Joe, have readied up. So AJ readied up.
Are we going to see another restart, or...?
Are we going to see another restart here?
AJ readied up. Yeah.
It's like T's and C's will... Here we go, Nate Dogg. It's like T's and C's will agree to them, but we don't read all of it. Well, to be honest with you, mate, I'm not going to lie. If you do agree to join something, you should really read them all. It's like if you join a bank and they say, "Oh, if you put in £1,000 into the bank, but we're going to take half of that if you put in that money," then you should read that and then go to a different bank. You know what I mean? Like if you believe that's wrong, join a different league. Simple as that. But yeah, unfortunately, Nathan, you are to blame. At the end of the day, it is Nathan's fault. Nothing you can do about it. Just get on with the racing and try and do your best from where you are. Either way, we do still wish the guys the best of luck, no matter where you are starting on the grid. We may see, for all we know, this could help Nathan's cause. Nathan could start at the back of the grid and then get up to the third and get driver of the day. You know what I mean?
Very true.
I asked you to read and confirm, and you did. AJ penalty at end of anyone not back. It will unfortunately be another restart. Outrageous. #justice for drivers.
So it's going to be another restart.
No, it's not going to be another restart. We're going to carry on with this. AJ will receive a penalty at the end of the session.
Right, okay, fair enough.
As we don't really want another restart. All drivers know the rules and chose to race. There's Niall. Either way, Niall, mate, you're better off just ignoring the chat and getting on with your race and just getting on with, doing what you need to do.
Get yourself in the zone, Niall.
Loads of people have readied up now. Congratulations. Must have been a force of habit in it. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to argue for anyone's cause. If he's readied up, he's readied up. You know what I mean? It's his fault at the end of the day. I can't say it's not his fault. Like, it's not like as if someone snuck into his room and just went, haha, I'll press X, you know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah.
It's clearly his fault. If he went to the toilet, he knows not to press X before he goes to the toilet, because then what about the formation map?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just going to be sat on the grid like AJ Wuhan right here and right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So they're all coming up to form up back on the grid.
If someone isn't here, it'll be a restart. Okay. So, here we go. All the drivers are readied up. All the drivers are on the grid.
Yep.
And now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go here at the Baku Grand Prix.
Ooh. And by the looks of it, everyone's... Oh, we had a touch in the middle of the pack there.
And Zach 141 is
off on the back.
We'll go back and try and see who that was. I believe that may have been Zach.
Yeah.
Zach 141 dropping 5 positions.
Oh, someone in Rovan's into the wall
B.
backwards.
Oh! And Rovan B is reversed into Zach.
That was bad.
Rovan B, a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Zach 141, and we witnessed that. That was
we did.
Unfortunate.
No, he just
Rovan
reversed.
B, Charlie Japan is in the wall after turn 2.
And he's taken his left wing end plate off.
All the rest of the guys, I believe, have made it through safely.
They have, yes.
So the Annihilator is still in second place. The current world champion.
Nathan has right wing damage.
Nathan has wing damage. JPB07 says Carnage in the chat. That was Carnage at the start, as I believe Hard Joe, as we see, the biggest mover so far is DS Joe, who is currently in 9th place, but also Nathan JB 17, starting from 16th, jumps up 5 places.
Bossman has wing damage.
People's Max and AJ Wuhan have crashed out of the race.
Oh dear. That's unfortunate for the
that
rookie
is a
driver.
coming together. That is a safety car. That is very unlucky for both of the drivers.
That is very unlucky for the new rookie driver.
So, a safety car has been deployed.
It's not even the first lap's finished yet.
Grand Prix. Yeah, we always see a safety car here at Baku.
Yeah.
So, really, it was without a doubt, as we see DeWood faking to go into the pits. The Annihilator going to close the gap up to DeWood to start the safety car. And I believe the drivers we will see go into the pits is Nathan JB, Zach 141 and Rovan B. Oh, more drivers have gone at the pits. Bossman W11, Nathan JB.
They will all be going in to change the front wings.
Pit Nathan, says everyone in chat. Charlie in Japan has also pitted. Zach 141 following, and also behind. Rovan B following suit. As we say goodbye to People's Mex and AJ Wuhan from the session. So we have
first
5 drivers. We have 5 drivers in the pits within the first lap of the race, which is very unfortunate for all of the drivers. As we see Charlie in Japan dropping 4 places, also Bossman W11 dropping 4 places. The biggest mover so far is Giovi 1701, who has been up 7 positions. The second driver is DS Joe with 6.
Well, the
very entertaining race
moved
so
up
far.
a place behind the safety car.
Possibly, but he still is in second place.
Right, so
no, he is not. DeWood is still in first.
But it looked like Annihilator moved up a place because he was in third. So I don't know what's going on there.
He may have been. He started second. He did start second in front of Q-Tip.
Right. Okay. I might have just seen that wrong, but you know.
Maybe we will see. Joel is the second biggest loser at the moment, tying with Zach 141 for 3 places lost. But then there is also Bossman and Charlie in Japan with 4 positions. So hopefully these guys will catch up with the safety car as soon as possible, so that we can see as many laps as possible without the safety car.
So they're coming down, they're just about to catch the pack now.
So 2 of the drivers, I believe that is Nathan JB
and Bossman.
And Bossman will catch the pack right now. But we have to wait for Charlie in Japan, Rovan B and Zach 141 to catch up with the safety car queue, whilst also staying behind one another.
Yeah.
So I believe they will possibly catch them by around halfway through the first, straight in sector 1, maybe within the few first corners after that. 5-second penalty for Bills 92 for exceeding track limits. Not a good idea to try and do that.
I believe the penalties are going to come into play this race, I believe.
They will, as there's not very many overtaking opportunities here. The ones really you have are down this straight that the drivers are currently on.
Yep.
And the long straight coming up towards the pits.
Yep.
Those are really the only two overtaking positions, unless you're going to make a ballsy move into castle section.
That is going to be a dangerous move.
Oh yeah, that will be a very, very dangerous move. Mr. Wood is trying to overtake the safety car here, I believe. Just having some fun with the safety car.
He's trying to race with him.
So, Charlie in Japan, Roven B and Zach 141 will be catching up to the queue around about the castle section. Which is good to see, so we may see the safety car come in this lap if they catch the queue as fast as possible. We may see the safety car come in this lap.
See all the cars.
So we have now had 2 laps under the safety car here, ladies and gentlemen. After unfortunately the newcomer and Peepos Mex crashing together here where the drivers are right now in Sector 2. Which is very unfortunate for the newcomer, as we did want to see something big from him. But we will see him, and safety car is in this lap. So I repeat, safety car will be in this lap. So the Wood will back the cars up and then possibly try and get the jump. I'm going to watch Niall here.
I'm going to stay on the Wood.
Will be wanting to try and get up right next to the Wood for him to make the jump. And here we go, I believe the Wood has gone for it.
Yeah, he's gone for it.
The Wood has tried to make as big of a gap as possible, like he possibly did in China. But I believe the Annihilator has got a toe on the Wood, as we see DS Joe fighting with Joel here. And all of the guys, Bills and Robbie Cos, are fighting going into turn 1. May we see another collision here going into turn 2.
No, they've all gone through there very nice and cleanly.
Gone through very cleanly.
No, everyone's fine.
And Q-Tip has made it past the Annihilator as of right now. Oh, and the Annihilator clips his wheel, so now he drops back into 4th position behind Kieran.
He doesn't have any wing damage.
Positions, he does not have any wing damage. But that is very unfortunate with him colliding with Q-Tip whilst fighting him and creating an even worse situation for him. So he now has to overtake 3 cars to get himself in the 1st position. And I believe Tense Kevin has spun. And I believe Zach 141. Tense Kevin has spun into castle section. Very unfortunate for him, as Joel with wing damage has spun himself all the way around in castle section.
Yeah.
Almost colliding with Tense Kevin there.
And there goes all his wing.
So we will now see Tense Kevin and Joel go into the pits. Possibly even some more drivers if there is any with damage. But the drivers we are wanting to watch is Kieran, as he may make a move onto Q-Tip here down the straight. The Wood going fastest with a 150.048, and Kieran still behind Q-Tip here, but less than 1 full tenth behind them. You could see Q-Tip try and defend
did clip the wall there.
Kieran, yes he did, but no damage.
The Annihilator's 0.9, 1 second behind.
And Kieran is gone.
He's
He's
gone.
taking his wheel clean off.
Wow. I was not expecting that.
As
So that
chat is
promotes...
notifying me, it is hashtag justice for Nathan as he's back up into P8. So everyone rooting for Nathan JB here. Everyone rooting for him as it is a virtual safety car. Charlie in Japan drives for a penalty for speeding under the safety car. Ooh. Very unfortunate. Kieran has now left the session. Not a good way to end this Grand Prix for either of the drivers.
He was running in P3.
Yes, he was. Now Niall has gone back up into P3. There's a virtual safety car here for the crash that Kieran went under.
The biggest jump at the moment
losing
is
11.
Giovi.
Yeah, Giovi up in 10 positions, followed by DS Joe and Nathan.
Yeah.
But Joel is the biggest loser at the minute, losing out 11 positions in 15th and 1 minute and 13 seconds behind all the other drivers. Going to be very hard for Joel to even catch up to the back of the grid here.
Zach
overtakes Rovan B. And Bossman W11 has DNF'd, he's crashed. Yeah. That is unfortunate. Taking his full wheel off.
DS Joe has moved past Robbie Koss. Annihilator's got past Bills.
They are fighting here into turn 1. 4-car train.
I'm going to stay on board with Robbie Koss.
And Bills is going to make a move here, I believe. Going to try and make a move down the inside on the Annihilator.
DS Joe is following suit.
And the Annihilator has gotten past, but we may see DS Joe move up on Bills here. What a move from DS Joe.
Oh no, that was beautiful.
And Robbie Koss following suit. Niall for the win, mark my words, says JPB. Zach141 saying, Rovan, you have hit me twice now. Bossman W11 leaving the session. We now only have 13 drivers here at the Baku City Circuit.
And DS Joe is in P4 now.
The chat has speculated there may be some rigging going on here. Possibly the race is rigged in Niall's favour. Anyone who crosses him gets a penalty. Ooh. And Rovan B is DNF'd. Rovan B has crashed, I believe. Virtual safety car is now underway, and I believe Rovan B may have crashed in the castle section. So now we only have 12 drivers left here.
Yeah, he has. He has crashed in the castle section.
Yeah, he has crashed in the castle section. Very unfortunate for Rovan B. Yeah. One of also the other newcomers. Only started racing from the second race of the season, which is very unfortunate. Zach141, if he doesn't slow down here, he may get a penalty for speeding under the safety car.
And we're back green, we're back racing. The Wood has got a 5.
We've now had another hashtag being made in the chat saying hashtag rebrand as the Bumper Cars League. Robbie Koss within a 10th of DS Joe, but DS Joe within a 10th of the Annihilator, and I believe we have gone racing here again.
Yes, we have.
So DS Joe may be looking to make a big ballsy move on the Annihilator to get himself in the podium playing positions.
It's still a 4-way train.
Yes, it is, with Niall in the lead of that 4-way train. Rovan B has now left the session. Oh, and Joe could make a move into the castle section, but I don't believe Joe is that stupid too. As DS Joe will possibly make a move here.
He might make a move down on the start straight.
Yeah. Safety car has been announced as driver of the day in chat.
Wow.
So, are we going to see DS Joe try and overtake the Annihilator here? Down the straight, he will have the toe on the Annihilator.
He's catching him.
He's slowly catching him. He's catching him up.
He's taking him on the outside.
Is he going to make the move? He's going to
so
take him.
Is Bills has got past Robbie Koss behind.
The Annihilator may just under brake to possibly get the position back on DS Joe. DS Joe may have clipped the wall there, but Bills has moved up on Robbie Koss whilst DS Joe is moving up also. So this four-way train is getting very entertaining here.
It really is. Very good racing by all four drivers.
Fun fact, at the Baku circuit, the safety car has completed more laps than AJ Wuhan has. The DS Joe, the biggest mover so far with 11 positions.
Zach set fastest lap of a 1:49.9.
1:49.9. Under race conditions is a very fast time.
Very fast. And Bills has got past the Annihilator.
So Bills trying to
still
make
wheel
the move.
to wheel at the moment. Oh, that's between the Annihilator and Robbie Koss. Oh, did they have a little touch there?
I believe Niall may have had a knock in confidence considering Joe's gotten past him here. So the Annihilator possibly may lose another position and may fall back into the clutches of Giovi and Nathan JB, the fan favourite here, if Robbie Koss gets past him here on the start straight.
Very close.
It's going to be a very entertaining race here, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder who is going to make the first pit stop for the strategy of the session. The Wood going fastest with a 1:49.328 as Robbie Koss is catching up on Niall here.
He's catching him
Could
very
we see
fast.
Robbie Koss
He's
make a
going
move?
inside.
And he's going on the inside. Is he going to underbrake? The Annihilator underbrakes and holds him off, but Robbie Koss could put his foot down here and get his move done into turn 2.
No,
but he's going to back off
oh,
as Niall goes deep.
Went wide.
Niles goes deep into that corner. So may have to just do a Michael Schumacher squeeze on Robbie Koss going into this turn here.
Oh,
squeezes him out.
They had a squeeze on the tyres then.
Clipped him. Nearly caught him there. Is the chat like this every week? Did you just assume our gender? I did not just assume your gender. I've just said, ladies and gentlemen, to be safe, because there are only two genders in my opinion. But hey, oh, we will
Zach
see.
making a move. Charlie Japan made a move. No, he went into the wall. No,
Charlie
Zach's
Japan
moved. Stayed back in
Charlie
his position.
Japan with damage on his front wing, but somehow still catching Zach 141. Does Zach 141 have any damage? Zach 141 does not. So I'm going to keep on watching the Annihilator and Robbie Koss for the scream.
Nathan is catching Giovi.
This is the most active I've seen the chat on Twitch so far. Even when we had 56, possibly even more viewers, we did not have a chat this active. So is Robbie Koss going to get the toe here on the Annihilator down the pit straight?
Nathan's getting the toe on Giovi.
Fastest with a 1:48.891.
Nathan looks like he's going to go up into P7. He's going on the inside.
Nathan JB now up
makes
into
the move
7th.
stick. He makes it stick.
Nathan
What a
JB
move.
now up into
Oh,
7th.
Giovi's coming back at him. On the outside. Oh, and they touch. But Nathan's made it stick. Can he get back? Can he get back through?
Up in 7th, getting past Giovi.
Oh, and Giovi went deep.
And Nathan JB has started to make a gap on Giovi here. Robbie Koss still lurking behind the Annihilator in 5th place.
And Dawood's got a lovely, comfortable lead with 8.9 seconds.
Crossing the line there, I believe. Oh no, my bad, he's only just starting to finish sector 2.
Yep.
That's the back runners. And Charlie in Japan has gone into the pits.
I believe he might retire the car. Oh no,
and
he's coming out.
Robbie gets past the Annihilator in sector 2. Robbie Cos does get past the Annihilator, the current world champion.
But he might have the toe to come back at him.
Yes, he does. He does have a small enough gap to do it, as it is only 1.33 here. Niall following through every corner here. The Wood going fastest with a 148.671. And Niall is going to make the move here.
Gone on the
alongside wheel to wheel with Robbie Cos. Robbie Cos squeezing him very hard here. Oh, could we see a collision if this carries on any longer? They have touched wheels.
Oh, Niall's hit the wall.
Niall touches the wall, but does not receive any damage, luckily.
That was so close.
Niall goes wide into that turn there, so loses a bit of time on Robbie Cos. As DS Joe is closing up the gap to Q-Tip here within half a second. Now I must excuse myself as I do need to go to the toilet, so I will be back in around about 2 seconds.
That's fine. Could the Annihilator get his 4th, 5th place back? It's going to be interesting to watch. Oh! The Annihilator's out. The Annihilator's out. He crashed it into the wall. Oh, that is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. There might be a safety car. So we have the Wood in P1 with a comfortable lead of 11.3 seconds. Q-Tip is behind in P2. He's going through the car.
I have returned.
Niall has put it into the wall, unfortunately.
Niall's done.
He's done. He was going a bit too fast in the last part of sector 2, and he took his wheels straight off.
That's very unfortunate for Niall.
I
believe we may be able to get Niall into the party if he is still on the PlayStation.
He hasn't left the session.
The Annihilator has put in chat, absolutely fuming. Nathan was on trial for this race and will have to seriously look at him at his race. Apparently hit Joel and brake tested Bossman and the safety car. AJ out as he readied up early and I couldn't load a setup, which screwed me. Angry.
Right.
Ooh, this is not a good.
Are we going to get him into for an interview?
I'm going to try and get the Annihilator into here for an interview and possibly join us for the rest of the race. Yeah. Annihilator has said invite me. Right, so I have invited him now, so he will be joining us. We now have 108 comments on the stream.
Well,
Also,
oh my
right.
god.
What are you going to say?
Well, for starters, to everyone sort of saying about the rules and stuff, when Nathan joined, I asked him to read all of the rules fully, and to confirm to me that he'd read them, which he did, so he should have known the rule about readying up, so that's his own fault.
Yep.
Secondly, what on earth is AJ doing? The chat is going nuts about, like, oh, don't ready up and all this sort of stuff. I put in the chat, like, what are you doing? Surely he's read something, so as soon as we go back into the lobby, he readies up straight away. I didn't have a chance to load a setup, I didn't have a chance to do anything. I went out there, and I was wondering why everyone was overtaking me on the straights, because I'm usually very quick on the straight. And then I realised I'm running 6-6, 6-6, 6-6, 6-6, 6-6-6. Fucking standard setup. Which just completely ruined it. I kept going backwards, and I got really angry, wasn't concentrating, lost my braking point going into the end of the second sector, and it just took my wheel off. But to be honest with you, I'm quite happy to be out of that race. It was a fucking shit show.
Well, I hate to inform you, but there has been another hashtag made in the chat saying hashtag scapegoat because he bottled it.
I support Manchester United, my friend. Manchester United.
I'm with you on that one, Niall.
Absolute shithousery.
Are you a Liverpool fan,
Manchester United all the way.
Now, the reason I'm angry, I am random person 1, is because I put a lot of effort into this league. I really do. I run it all myself.
So DS Joe may be making a move here on Q-Tip 119. And he does. He makes the move. He's completed it. He's moved up into second position. Now there is a 12-second gap to him on the wood. Could we see Joe make the move before the end of the race? As long as he makes a 1-second jump every lap so far on the wood, he may.
I've got my eye on that.
I will keep an eye on Q-Tip as Q-Tip is staying with DS Joe here.
He's too far back to make a move on the start straight. He's tense, Kevin.
JPB saying we go again, Niall, and I am random person 1 saying, Niall, relax, mate.
Yeah, it's just frustrating, mate, when you put a lot of effort in and it just ends up like that. But yeah, you're right, give me an hour or so, I'll calm down.
Tense Kevin is closing the gap very, very quickly. He's now 0.7 of the second.
Remember, Niall, if you ever needed me to, mate, if you ever need me to come back in, I'll take part. I'll commentate and come take part, but it's only if necessary.
You're a good enough commentator, man.
Could always pass it on for the Joshy.
JP?
Hi?
I'm talking to whoever that is in the chat. JPB07. What football team do you support? Give you a hint. There's 7 wrong answers.
Also, I forgot to say thank you to I am random person 1 for the follow on the stream.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. The more the merrier, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying the race. I wish I could say the same, but
we do have 3 people following on YouTube at this moment in time.
We have 10 people on the stream on Twitch, so right now we have 13 people in total.
JP, do you have a driver in this that you're friends with? I don't recognise your...
I believe he was rooting for somebody.
He was rooting for Niall.
He was. Me, but I don't know who he is.
You may know.
I can understand random as rooting for me, because it's me. But
you've got fans.
You have fans, Niall.
You've got some fans. And Tense Kevin is closing up on Joel here.
He's making a move.
He's making a move.
He's made a move.
And he's got him. He's got him.
So yeah, JP, what football team do you support?
But can Joel make it come back at him down the next straight?
GPB also says Man United.
Yeah, good lad.
Yes, my lad.
I feel like the odd one out.
PSN, do you have a friend in this league?
Tense Kevin is pulling away
no.
from Joel.
Alright, I'm going to take back all of the things I said about the thank you for the following us, I'm random person. It turns out, unfortunately, that he is a City fan.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know.
I don't really care about. And we have another follower, DRC1797. Also, Nate Dog 17 follows the channel. Thank you very much for both the followers. DRC1797. Also, Nate Dog 17 follows the channel. Thank you very much for both the followers. DRC1797 says you'll never walk alone. That is the kind of song that I like, my friend. That is a very good song. As I am a secret Liverpool supporter, also a Sunderland supporter.
Well,
So,
I am a random person. Say there are dozens of you. You should tell that to your stadium, because every time I see the empty houses.
oh, intense Kevin hits the wall. Does
But
not
he's
have
got
any damage.
No, he doesn't. But it might
So
give.
the wood
Oh,
with
Tense Kevin has spun. Tense Kevin has spun.
Oh.
Still does not have any damage, but that is
No,
a
he
shame.
doesn't.
He's still in the points though.
Remember guys, we do enforce the rule that you must finish 90% of the race to be able to score points here. So these drivers must finish at least 24 laps of this race to be able to score points at the end if they were to say crash out of the race.
Q-Tip has caught DS Joe. Because DS Joe is in AI mode.
What?
DS Joe was in AI mode. I had him right there. And now he's closing Q-Tip off.
How do you know if it says AI mode?
Because I saw it above his name.
Next to his name.
I have it live on stream.
Thank you very much.
Q-Tip's making a move.
Unless it was in a dangerous position, there is actually no penalty for having it on during
It
the
was
race.
it was down the start straight, but
it doesn't affect it. The AI is set on 41, so theoretically he's like 3-4 seconds a lap slower if he has that on. The only reason I have it on a ban under safety car is you actually save about 3 to 4% tyre wear by having it on, which is obviously unfair to other drivers.
right. Okie dokie.
And that is why us commentators are here to catch anyone who does pause under the safety car.
Can I say
Because
something?
if we all raced, we would not be able to catch it.
Bills is catching this group of Q-Tip and DS Joe.
Oh yes, because DS Joe will be backing off Q-Tip, so that means he will be able to catch up to the back of that three-man train.
Yep.
But I believe DS Joe is now starting to put the shift in.
But Q-Tip is staying with him. They're all within a second of each
DS
other.
Joe has now stopped having a pokey bum wank and started to pull his finger out.
I like that. That was funny.
I am random person one says, all in all, it has been a decent race so far. Some good battles, well done all. Charlie in Japan is on a low connection mode. That is not AI for anyone asking. Plus, he is being lapped by the front runner drivers. So either way, that does not matter. Has anyone lapped yet whilst I was away?
No. No.
Pitted, sorry.
No one's pitted yet. Charlie in Japan's gone in the pits though.
Charlie in Japan has been in the pits quite a few times. I'm going to change my race director to find out stops. So, Tense Kevin has stopped once, Joel has stopped once, Zach has stopped twice, Nathan JB has stopped once, and Charlie in Japan has stopped twice now. So, DS Joe is the biggest mover so far with 12 positions.
DS Joe, Q-Tip and Bills are within half a second of each other.
Niall, please stop flirting with our members. You do not know his age.
Want my address?
Niall, like I have said, please stop flirting with our drivers.
It's very unnerving.
Commentators.
It's very unnerving.
Unnerving.
And Bills is catching up to Q-Tip. He is within half a second.
By the looks of it, DS Joe has pulled a second off a Q-tip. So he might be safe.
Q-tip goes a little bit wide into that turn there.
Yes, you are correct. I'm random person. As someone that was in the race, the recommended tyre strategy was to go to the end. P12, okay. Yeah, no,
GPB070, that's pretty game, mate. Well done, he's 13.
And Bills is making a move on Q-tip. Bills is making a move on Q-tip.
He's alongside Q-tip. If he underbrakes in here, he could make the corner and get past him. But Q-tip,
oh, they touch.
Q-tip squeeze and they touch.
Ooh. That was close.
Alongside Q-tip, if he underbrakes in here, he could make the corner and get past him. But Q-tip squeeze and they touch.
I am random person. Do you have a friend in this league, or are you another random Twitch follower?
Hamilton and Vettel, they touch. So now Q-tip is also caught up to DS Joe, as now he has created a 20-second gap between him and DeWood. So touch wood, the commentator's curse does not come into play, but I believe DeWood may have won this race.
I believe Ericsson's hit him. I think Ericsson hit us. Yep.
I am random person 1 says found this stream randomly.
Nice. Well, it's good to know that people can find the stream and...
Yeah, it is good to see that we actually are having random people start to join the stream, so we actually do have some followers.
Yeah, that's really good to know.
I am random person said he is a mate of mine, to be fair, might have been a recommendation.
Injustice at its finest, DeWood equals God in it.
DeWood is very quick, DRC. He is very quick.
So,
Bill
just
looks
as a
like
reminder,
he's
guys,
setting Q-tip up for another move.
just as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, and any other gender who are watching, we do stream every Thursday and Sunday. We also host mini streams for mini races during the week, and Bills has gone wide here.
And
I can't believe it either, JP. I can't believe it either, mate. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. But unfortunately, I don't think I would have won it anyway. The wood was much quicker, even with a decent setup.
Okay, so I am random person has put some Chinese in the chat. Please do not give me the coronavirus. We do not want to see that in this league.
Don't be racist.
That's not racist. It is the Chinese virus.
That could be Japanese.
JPB07 has put such a graceful loser as well.
Chinese. Don't assume it's Chinese.
DRC says good save with the genders. Thank you very much.
An Apache helicopter. Nice. Nice.
We have a B2 pencil as a viewer here, ladies and gentlemen.
I know it is. I told him. Don't worry. Well, it is technically the Chinese virus in the sense that it came from China.
It is the Chinese virus because a Chinese man scrammed a bat, so you know.
Yeah.
I demand to know. I told you.
It is technically the Chinese virus.
It is the Chinese virus because a Chinese.
In the sense that it came from China.
The wood has set another fastest lap.
147.606 in the 1992 Williams FW82.
I mean, let's be honest, just after World War I there was the Spanish flu because it originated from Spain. So that
I am random person one says hashtag the chat creates the content. Can I just say, why are we talking about Spanish flu?
And Q-tip is catching DS Joe. He has taken half a second out of his time.
Some very entertaining racing here.
Very entertaining between these three.
Watch all three drivers in the outer cam of the car. Charlie in Japan, very unfortunate for him, running in 11th with 1 minute and 1 second behind all the other drivers. What a shame. DRC says the wood can have my babies.
Whoa. Now that sounds gay.
Yeah, that's very...
I am random person 1 says, why are you not showing Nathan? Because Nathan is 13 seconds gap between any other driver, so really, do you really want to see Nathan driving into nothing? So it's not really entertaining racing when we have drivers who are racing very closely in this 3-man train.
And I will just
Bill's
say
92. And they touch. They do touch.
Oh, close race.
Bill's 92 tapped his gearbox.
He looks like he's going to pass him down this start straight.
He may be able to do that if he closes the gap before the straight.
He is catching. He's going down the
side
inside.
by side with Q-Tip here. And I believe Bills has made the move on Q-Tip.
Oh, it's getting very close. Oh, and he's made the move stick. But can
He's
he
made
get
it stick.
Can Q-Tip get back on him though?
Homosexuality is definitely condoned. There's nothing wrong with being homosexual. I don't believe any of us in this
On the
party
move
are.
sticks.
But,
I'm
there's nothing
bisexual.
wrong- Yeah, there's nothing wrong with if you
We have
are
a yellow flag
There's
in
a yellow
second.
flag.
Tense Kevin is off. Don't believe he has crashed out the car. I believe he's just gone out.
He hasn't got wing damage.
I am a lover of puns. I do like that. Here's a little pun for you
and Bills
guys.
touches DS Joe. He bangs his gearbox like he did with
He
Q-Tip.
has wing damage. He has wing damage.
Wow. You know, I once had a dog that could do magic. It was a Labracadabrador.
Right, Niall, if you keep making these puns, I will kick you from the party.
What? someone made a pun in the chat, and I thought.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you the right. That doesn't give
We're
you the right
supposed
to
to be
make a pun.
commentating on the racing, but
Everyone says they love the puns.
DRC
And we love
says
the fans.
homophobia rip me. Yeah, DRC, homophobia is not condoned in the chat. We do not believe in any discrimination of gays, homosexuals, bisexuals, any form of...
I make the rules, JP.
Put it this way, guys, love is love. Simple as that.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter who you
Exactly.
love. Love is love. But now you should follow the rules.
It wasn't that bad, DRC.
It was Niall. If he's going to
it
leave,
was
it must have
terrible.
been.
It was terrible.
I can beat it, but I'll wait till the end of the race.
Niall, if you make another pun, I will beat you. Never mind, you will beat it.
You know, I was looking at my ceiling earlier.
No.
You know, in my head, I was like, maybe
no,
it's not the best
no.
ceiling in the world, but it's certainly up there.
Oh my
That was
God,
terrible.
right.
This
Niall,
is like
I'm going to
granddad
mute
jokes.
you. Goodbye.
Don't, no.
Now
I
the
won't do
stream
anymore, I
will
won't do
not be
anymore.
able to hear Niall with his puns as I have muted his party chat.
I will just point out though to anyone sort of saying, you know, like, no, don't mute me.
Niall will not be coming back
Don't do it.
with his puns
No.
until we
Go on,
reach
Josh, do it, do it,
20
do it.
followers.
He's done it. I can't hear him. Tell him to unmute me. I won't do any more.
Niall
puns.
will not be back into the party chat until
Josh.
we reach 20 followers.
Josh, Niall said I'll mute him.
I
said he
won't
he-
do any more puns.
He won't do any more puns, he promises. If he does, I'll kick
I
his bum.
suppose the rules are is the wood of fruit because he's a
Is
Oh
the
my
wood a
God, I'm
fight of
going to
fruit
mute
'cause
chat
he's a
in a minute. Never
pineapple,
mind
someone
Niall.
just put in the chat.
Niall has been unmuted. Stop being
There
a
you
prick.
go.
No more puns.
I'd just like to point
And
out
Bills
to
hits the
everyone-
wall.
Go on
Just like
now.
to point out to anyone that's saying pray for Nathan and justice for Nathan. I appreciate what you're saying. However, he came in as a trial driver today, and he may or may not have caused several incidents during the race. So his participation will have to be looked at afterwards.
Who's that?
Nathan.
Nathan.
He's quite a new driver, and he said he would come in as a trial if driving was good enough, he'd stay. And so far, I'm not convinced, but I'll have a look at the footage afterwards to make a decision then.
Bills is catching DS Joe.
This
But
is
he
looking
could-
to be a really good end to the
Yeah,
race.
it does. It does. We've only 2 laps
So
to
now
go.
all drivers will
He's like
Now-
2 seconds behind now.
Now all drivers will score points here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
We've got 2 laps to go.
They have finished the 90% deficit.
Well, most drivers have. Still some drivers coming down the line, like Zach, Joel, Kevin.
Now I have to think of who will be driver of the day, because I don't really want to give it to DS Joe, as DS Joe is a very fast driver. But
amazingly though, he has come from the back.
he has come
Fair
from the back
point,
in
that
a
is a
street,
fair
in a street
point.
circuit where it is very hard to overtake. We shall see.
Especially in these classic cars. It's completely up to you, Sunderland. Sorry, Titan. As your role as commentator.
Everyone in chat is telling me to give it to Nathan, but I don't know. I will have to think of a chat. We'll have to see. I mean, if Nathan is going to be looked at, I don't believe he does deserve driver of the day, as obviously he has made cause incidents.
If I was allowed to name driver of the day, I would actually say Daywood.
Before making any decisions on any incidences, I always try and get other people's perspective, their POV from their car.
I would probably say Daywood, as it's been a domination race.
Unfortunately, JPB, we cannot give driver of the day to a driver who did not finish the race.
Yeah.
Though unfortunately, I cannot give it to Niall.
As much as I'd love them to give it to me, because obviously I deserve it. It's
DS Joe and Bills are fighting here into turn 1.
I'm loving the love here. This league actually offers prize money if anyone's interested in racing it in the future. Yeah, it's a really good league. We're in season 3 at the moment.
I mean, I'm being paid to commentate, so that's fun.
No, Joshy, you're not getting paid.
I'm not asking. I'm fine, mate.
I'm just like, hang on a minute, why is he getting paid?
But I would say driver of the day, I would probably go for Daywood, because of obviously being a dominating race.
I mean, DeWood did have a very dominant performance in first position.
Yeah.
But I mean, we may have to reconsider some other people as well, like
fair point.
Nathan or Giovi. You never know. I will decide by the final lap. And Bills has gone off. Bills has taken his tyre off, so that means Q-tip goes up into P3. Now
that
Nathan will
so
jump up into P5.
Which will...
Everyone will jump into position. So now everyone will get points. Charlie in Japan, Tense Kevin. Unfortunately, that means Bills will not get any points.
And Daywood is just starting his final lap now.
Yeah, realistically it's between DeWood and Joe. But considering he came from 15th or 16th, if it was me, I'd probably give it to Joe.
Yeah.
Because considering the fact that they're classic cars, street circuit,
I would definitely say Daywood, because obviously he's only come in today, do you know what I mean? And he didn't come in for the first 3.
He was in last week's race, and he came second.
Was he? I didn't notice. I do apologise.
I gave driver of the day to Daywood then as well, so...
he has drove a superb race, I must say.
I wouldn't give it to my mates, no. Like, I am going to be, like, very, very fair about this. Like, I'm not the kind of person that would be like, oh yeah, Joe, because he's my best friend, you know what I mean? I give it to this on a fair opinion and a fair...
Joe is a very good friend of all of us.
Yeah, Joe's a very good friend of all of us. Like, it doesn't matter, like, obviously, you know, whatever.
JPB07 has said, after all the stress Nathan caused Niall, I still think it should be Niall.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Well, you would.
So, we are going to watch the Woods here as
he's coming across the line
on the pit straight, to finally cross the line and end the race here.
Doing a celebratory weave. Well done,
congratulations
Daywood.
to the Wood, the race winner.
Superb race.
So, after a lot of thinking and a lot of
Yeah,
judgment on all of the drivers. I am going to have to award Driver of the Day to Nathan JB_17.
That's fine. That's fair enough.
Just because he
Which
has
will
had,
probably be his last race of CRH, but yeah, well done for him.
just because he did have a dominant performance.
Can I point out that DS Joe did set a fast time then?
Did he?
Yeah, he just set a fast lap on of.
Just because he did have a dominant performance. Oh, and Nathan JB's crashed.
Oh no!
Here's
And they have
Crest
to.
on the final.
You may have to rethink that one.
I'm gonna have to revoke that Driver of the Day as he did not finish the race.
Brilliant.
That is unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate. Nathan unfortunately crashing on the final lap. So that means his Driver of the Day will be revoked. So now I'm going to have to award it to the second place driver, who would be DS Joe. Because, simply put, he did have more positions than Nathan.
But that was a very dominating race by Daywood. Congratulations.
Yeah, very
to
dominating
him.
race by Daywood. Congratulations to him winning the race, but the Driver of the Day unfortunately does go to DS Joe in second place. So it is very unfortunate for Nathan to crash out on the final lap. But the Driver of the Day does go to DS Joe, so we'll try and get him in here to have a few words on his performance.
In fact, actually, for the first time, I believe you can get all three drivers on the podium in for a chat because they all have microphones.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That is possible. If you can suggest them all, that would be brilliant.
I will do that now.
But yes, can we just quickly say, can we have an F in chat for Nathan for crashing out on the final lap? As that is very unfortunate. We do not wish that upon anyone, but it is very unfortunate for him to crash out on the final lap of the race. For Nathan for crashing out on the final lap, as that is very unfortunate. We do not wish that upon anyone, but very unfortunate for him to crash out.
Right, time for the questions.
Are you suggesting them all now?
Yeah, I've already done it.
Have you? Right, okay. So, invite players, view suggested players. We'll get all of the drivers into the party to have a chat about their performances. Have you?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Nathan puts in chat, not gonna finish it if it's my last race. You haven't seen the incidents to know if the two of them are my fault. I've been listening the entire time now. No point saying they aren't gonna race again when you haven't even seen the evidence. Boycott CRH, poorly managed, you'll never see this face again.
Lol.
So,
if you were listening, Nathan, you would have heard that I'm willing to see the incidents first. But okay.
So, before we'll forget about the whole incident with Nathan for a minute, as we do have all of the podium winning players. So, Dawood, would you like to talk about your performance first, since you did win the race? So, very, very much congratulations to you on winning the race, as you were unjustly taken away from you in China. Yeah.
Yeah, so who got it, actually?
It was you, Joe. You got it on the final lap.
Yeah, but we got the same lap time, so I kind of think that we just...
Yeah, but the game said it was you on the final lap.
Okay.
Yeah. So it will be you who gets the points for fastest lap.
Right.
So, Q-tip, you can't. How did your race go? Hello. How did your race go?
Well, amazing.
If you care to share.
Q-tip?
Q-tip? Hello.
Yo, my bad, I was muted.
Hello, mate.
Again.
So, sorry.
If you wish to talk about your performance, please, for the audience.
Well, I think it was a good result for the team. Another struggling car, once again, just like last weekend. Another bad Williams is all I can say, but glad we got the podium. Qualifying was a bit of a shock for us, qualifying so high up in the grid. But, yeah, overall, a solid race from us, and glad it's over.
Yeah.
You did have some really good battling between DS Joe, Robbie. No, was it DS Joe, Bills, and yourself? How did you think that went?
Well, the right cars went past. You know, they were much faster than us. I was glad to have raced them cleanly. I was glad, you know, not too much contact was made, but I can only apologise to Niall when I passed him. There was a tiny bit of contact, but I was glad he didn't get squeezed into the wall. But, you know, as I say, not going to complain with tonight's result. You know, at the end of the day, we probably shouldn't even be in this position. You know, I think we probably had the 5th best car, and that's pushing it. Because the car was a handful tonight. But, as I say, very happy with this result.
And very congratulations.
Thank you very much indeed.
And DS Joe, would you like to talk to us about your performance? How do you believe your race went?
Well, it could have gone better, obviously, if I started where I was supposed to start, or I say supposed to start, but where I could have started. It would have gone better. Me and the Wood got the same lap time, so I think that would have been a great race. Too bad it wasn't that way, but I'm happy with second, fastest lap. Couldn't complain. And, yeah, I'm happy.
Good. So, how do you believe your overtakes went on all of the other drivers that you did overtake? Because you did overtake the most people on the grid to get second place.
Well, in the beginning it was like very clean. I was cutting through the field like a warm knife through the butter. But at the end it went a bit difficult with Q-tip, and I couldn't get past Niall. Just couldn't, but got through eventually. Niall, of course, retired. Sorry to hear that, but yeah.
It's racing at the end of the day.
It just went clean. Yeah.
I think I've retired in over a season.
And I think I'm not the only one to agree if I say this car was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to drive the 2019 cars again.
Yeah. Well, which next race is the 2019 cars? I believe.
It's not. The next race is Spain in the 91 McLaren.
Oh, right.
91 McLaren for the next
That'll be
race,
the
ladies and
last
gentlemen.
race until Canada.
Okay.
Right.
So, that is it for the stream.
Just
We hope you all-
Thank you. Right, after you, and then I'll finish up. But yeah.
No, well, I'm finishing it, so you say.
Alright, I'll go now. Right, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that just followed the stream. Apologies if you think I am biased towards Nathan. Just a new driver, and I do enforce rules. I try and be lenient where I can, but certain rules, especially the readying up, we've had problems for a long time with people disobeying that. It used to be a very lenient punishment. Very lenient. And then it gradually got less lenient the more people did it. So to try and put a stop to it, I enforced the rule, obviously you start at the back. Everyone's aware of this. But yeah, I hope you watch again next week. And I'll over to my commentator.
So, that is the end of the stream. Thank you for everyone who did watch the stream today from the entire league as a whole. It was a very entertaining race from myself and Josh's viewpoint.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will see you
Sunday.
in the next stream, which is going to be Thursday, as Niall said, in the McLaren, what was it, the 91 McLaren at Spain?
Yeah.
So
91 McLaren at Spain.
There's no race on Sunday.
Well, there will be a race on Sunday.
Right?
Today is Sunday.
Oh no,
of
Sunday,
course
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Of course it is. Of course it is. No.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
Thursday
sorry
is...
viewers. Get me days mixed up.
So the next race is Thursday next week with the 91 McLaren at Spain. And then Sunday we are back to the original 2019 cars
Yeah, so Thursday
for.
so
What's Spain
the
again?
next race is Thursday next week with the 91 McLaren at Spain.
But yeah, thank you all for watching.
Thank you
and
very
we hope
much,
to see
viewers.
you
2019 cars.
in the next stream. Peace out, guys. Stay safe during this coronavirus shit. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Stay inside.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you.
Wow. What's happening?